Welcome back to Onshape tutorial number 6. Today, instead of starting a new document and creating parts in it, we're going to be editing a block that has already been made for you. If you click on the link here where it says open the file exercise, you're going to get a dialog box where it says that Onshape refused to connect. Instead of clicking on that link, you're going to right click and open that one in a new tab, which will force it to load. Once that file opens up, you'll be asked to make a copy of it. If you don't make a copy, you won't be allowed to make any of the edits that need to be made in this tutorial. So we'll make a copy. And then we're going to dive in by editing some of these extrusions and sketches. The first step asks us to modify the dimensions of this bottom extrusion here. If I edit extrusion 1, it's only going to allow me to edit the height. Height is not what I'm interested in changing right now. I want to change the width and the depth. So in order to edit those dimensions, I need to edit sketch 1 that was consumed by extrusion 1. So instead of having dimensions of 2 by 2, I want to modify them to 2.5 by 2.5. And once you click your green check, you'll see that the entire block modifies to those dimensions. However, you do see some things that are not in the locations that they are supposed to be now that we've changed those dimensions. So we're going to go through and adjust some of these other features encompassed by this whole block here. Our next step is going to be centering this section here. Again, if I try to edit extrusion 2, it's only going to allow me to modify the heights. Instead, I want to edit sketch 2 and modify these dimensions. So I need to modify these location dimensions to move it to the appropriate location. So instead of having 1 and 1, I want it to be 1.25 and 1.25. So we'll make those adjustments. And you'll see that when I finish the sketch, this feature is going to adjust back to center. Now you'll notice that these holes are no longer located on this extrusion, so we'll need to locate them again and modify those dimensions. Each of these were made with a circular pattern based off of one original hole, so we'll need to find that original hole to make those adjustments, and then hopefully our circular pattern will adjust with it. So if I look here, this hole, if I double click to edit it, it's only going to allow me to modify the dimensions of the hole, not their location. So if I double click on sketch 3, now I can edit the location of that hole. We're going to adjust it from a horizontal location of 1 to 1.25 and a vertical location from 0.4 to 0.65. 0.65. There we go. And now you'll see that it should place it on that extrusion, and when we finish this sketch, the part file should adjust. And now you see that these holes are now back in the location that they're supposed to be. We're now going to edit the circular pattern and adjust our circular pattern from 8 holes to 10 holes. To do that, you can double click on circular pattern and you just want to change the instance count from 8 to 10. This will be the number of times this pattern occurs on this feature. Click your green check and then you'll see that we've added 2 additional holes and now they're all evenly spaced. The last step is going to be editing these counter bore holes. These are connected all together, so if we edit one of them, it will edit all of them. So I'll double click here, and then we want to adjust the counter bore section depth from 0.25 to 0.125. And once you complete that final edit, You will see the adjustments that you've made, the changes that we have, and everything should be back to center. You'll share this link with me into the assignment for your submission, and then just make sure you link it instead of just copy and pasting the link. Actually use the link option.